Alright. Well, without further ado, why don't we start? Start with the first game. I guess technically, I'm not sure if it sort of counts because Vampire Survivors was released a while back, but I do want to check out the new DLC because they brought it out, right? It's like Operation Guns, the Contra crossover, and I just want to give it a go, give that a couple of runs. How's your day been? My day has been going swimmingly. I actually ran a bunch of errands yesterday in the morning because I figured, you know what, might as well do it, get it out of the way, just work on that. And then I was able to relax for the rest of the day. And then I spent the rest of the time just playing, I should probably turn off the music for now because we're gonna be hot into it. But yeah, I played a lot. Actually played a bit more of the crew too, because my usual friends group was like all busy, so we didn't play any games together. So I got like the rest of the story cars, and I started work on getting like the cosmetics, but you know, those are gonna take a while too, because it turns out they all have the same lengthy steps that getting the cars and the stories do. So yeah, I'll look forward to that. Alright, so anyways, Operation Guns, it's a newest DLC for Vampire Survivors. It released like just last Thursday, actually. Yeah, it was May 9th. That was the release date. Big old crossover with Konami's Contra! Yeah, you know, the franchise that Konami has that is not the one that Vampire Survivors takes heavy inspiration from. That's got to be a deliberate decision, right? They had to have picked Contra as a goof, because it's like an if you do situation, right? Like, oh yeah, Castlevania crossover probably would have fit a lot more, but Contra is just really hilarious, and I'm glad they've followed through with that. Anyways, that DLC adds in a bunch more characters that you can see here. You got your Bill, your Lance, Ariana, Lucia, so on and so forth. As I usually like to do with the DLC, I'll pick a character from the previous one. So let's get one of these Amoguses in here to check out. New stage, Theo Galuga. Guess that's a stage from Contra. I know there was a game that came out recently that was like Operation Galuga, so maybe that was part of it. Alright, let's get started. Right, we can start. Is everything? Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, Arcanas, random events, and actually, why are we? Can I? Oop. I wanted to change the music. I wanted to change it to the Galuga theme. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I guess we can do this one. Alright. Now we can start for real. Oh man, even got a loading screen. Okay. Oh! They changed how the weapons are displayed too. They used to be like really squashed together, but now they're scrolling. That's a lot more readable, thankfully. Takes me right back to the arcade days, yeah. Good old days of playing Contra, right? And the old-timey music too, little chiptune style, 8-bit themes they got going here. See, I start with the megaphone, so most of these probably won't do too much. Definitely not getting that one. I miss hitting up those loud arcades. Yeah, I remember back in the day, there's like an entertainment center near me, and they had like a little mini arcade. And I remember just being enthralled by the machines there. Of course, since I was a kid, I didn't have my own money. I just All I could do was just stare at the machines and then hope someone would walk up and play a session. Alright. Here, we'll do this one. Gains up to 3 bounces. Seems like a good thing, right? Let's get out here. Let's mow down some enemies, shall we? Ooh, what's this? Weapon power-up. Levels up a random equipped weapon, gives +1 revival. Does not occupy a weapon slot. Ooh. It's like it's a pretty good power-up. Oh yeah, let's get one of the guns. It's Operation Guns, so we should probably get some guns, right? In the absence of, you know, guns from Contra, we'll just do with our own guns. Oh, hit the knife. I know I said most of the time I usually didn't have money for the arcades, but yeah, there was one trip I think we went when I went to California. Like one of my relatives took us down to the boardwalk. You know, we got walked it up and down it. We checked out some of the shops there, and then they took us to the arcade because my parents mentioned that I was like a avid gamer, so. Took us to the arcade and they gave me just a stack of coins and said, "Hey, go nuts." And boy, did I ever. Got my fill out of that. That day. It was fun. Anyone else have like any good arcade memories? Like apart from that, I had a friend who was like super into DDR, like, and yeah, he would like attend local tournaments when my mall still had an arcade. It was great because I would occasionally stop out there and I would kind of just see him just playing DDR. Kind of funny because he actually met like a lot of folks there, and as far as I know, he still is in close contact with a good number of them. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I still say Contra had some of the best controls ever. Ooh. It's been a while since I played Contra, but I do remember them being pretty solid. Definitely one of those games where never felt like completely unfair. Like if you messed up, it was probably due to an error on your part, right? You just have to figure out what you could do next time to kind of change your fate, as it were. Let's get ourselves a new item. Every Saturday, we called it the Saturday Club, and we get picked up and play Tournament of Pool and hit up the arcades for Outrun and Mortal Kombat and stuff. Fun times, oh my god. That sounds fantastic. It's nice to have something to look forward to, right? Just like, schools are all over, right? Fridays, you just go to sleep knowing that Saturday is going to be a fantastic day, right? You just get to go up and get up and go to the fun place and have yourself a nice time with friends and what have you. Get that level up as well. Oh yeah, definitely gonna get the bracer. I should probably get the Candle Labrador as well, just so I can so that when I get the axe later, it'll be a good time. Used to love getting that big afterburner cabinet with the joystick and stuff, and how tilt and move. I bet it's like something about arcade machines that gave you the most immersion back in the day, when people really put in the effort to kind of give you that sort of immersion. There was an arcade my brother and like some of his friends went to recently. Oh, Paco Batiliar. What's that? I guess I'll pick it up. Or not. But yeah, it was like a shmup. It was a shmup arcade game, and it had like a really, really wide cabinet, and you had to kind of get in because they had like a bench. It was like theater seating almost, right? There was surround sound and a really, really wide screen, and it was a very unique experience, especially with like 4 people just kind of blasting enemies to Kingdom Come. Yeah, good times. Knife level up. Ah, there we go. Need a mini crewmate. The super hang-on ones with the motorbikes you'd sit on and lean into the turns. Oh yeah! That must have been a nightmare to maintain, I imagine. But it was so very worth it if you managed to find a place with a working cabinet. Oh, of course, who could forget all the light gun games too, right? House of the Dead, Time Crisis, Silent Scope, Virtual Cop, all the ones you just like point a gun at the screen and mow down the enemy horde. I think my favorite one of that bunch is like the Time Crisis series, because you could press that pedal to hide too, so it added like a little bit of extra strategy to it. And Time Crisis 3 kind of ramped things up by giving you other weapons you could wield as well. Really fun, just like getting grenade gun ammo and then firing that out. Okay, well, everything's filled up, so why don't I go and grab the rest of the weapons here. Things are really ramping up. They're throwing more stuff at me. Lethal Enforcers, oh yeah. Oh, and there was also, what, Area 51? I remember seeing that cabinet a lot. Back when Area 51 conspiracy theories were out in full force. Oh, and there was also Point Blank and a police trainer. It was like the mini game style of gun game. There we go. I don't know when they added this, but this is very useful. It's like the candy box was for weapons. This one lets you just pick a passive, any passive you want. Well, I'm guessing among the ones you haven't already selected, but still exceedingly useful. Let's see. I don't think the crown is out in the field, so let's get that. Can say no to passive experience gain, am I right? Oh, I forgot. The briefcases don't take up a slot. Whoops. Clover. If I remember correctly, the sword also ricochets. So that'll come in handy. Were there any other arcade games that you have fond memories of? I guess in fighting games would kind of be the other natural thing people would be drawn to. It's like a very quick and easy way to kind of have your throwdown, right? And the fact that the winner gets to stay on and play another match does give an incentive to, you know, try to defeat your other opponent. I do remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinets being around in the arcades, and just seeing those around was a sight. Nowadays, if you want to go to an arcade, it's not going to be like a pure arcade, right? It's going to be probably like a barcade or something like a restaurant and an arcade. How long did it take me? Hello, Riku Hiyama. Welcome, and thanks for checking me out. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter in arcades always look so damn good, right? Always that sort of demo footage they had going on that just made you really, really want to play it. But you knew it was gonna be frustrating. Might make you tear your hair out. I guess if I want the briefcase and a laser sword I have to kind of swing on back. Let's do that. Oh. How goes the games? I'm assuming this is Vampire Survivors with mods. Oh, no. No, this is actually Operation Guns. It's like a proper official DLC. Yeah, no, it's like a crossover with Contra, right? Yeah, I'm as shocked as you are, right? Why Contra? Why not, you know, the franchise that this game clearly took inspiration from? Has to be a conscious decision, clearly. No way they wouldn't do this without knowing what you need. Yeah, just picking this over Castlevania, right? That intro to Super Street Fighter to do challengers with the Ryu and lightning and stuff, and that Hadouken that led into the main screen, oh yeah. That's a good way to build up hype right there. So you can just play as Mogus naturally. Oh yeah, that was the other DLC. I think it came out in December. Emergency meeting. Oh crap! I should probably pay more attention. Oops. Okay, I really need that Tiragis, so I really can't go dying willy-nilly. But yeah, that's also the official DLC. You can play it, and there's also a map based on Among Us, so you can have fun there as well. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Right, all the DLC for Vampire Survivors, just knocking it out of the park so far. Right, their first two were pretty great, adds a whole bunch of new stuff, and then you just get crossovers like these. Among Us was already wild, but then you get like the official franchise with Contra, of all things, and you're just like, man, the sky really is the limit, huh? Looks like my DPS just might not be able to keep up with everything on here. Oh man, I forgot if I still have Curse on. That might be why everything's so much hardier. And hits harder too. Sheesh. But yeah, I'm glad the game's been going well. I've been good myself. Actually fixed my sleep schedule, but I woke up too early. Oh man. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? If you're in the process of fixing things, then well, can only go up from there, right? As long as you try to sleep when you need to sleep, eventually it'll all work out. At least that's what I like to tell myself. There was like a period of time where I was going to sleep at ungodly hours, and it was like, oh man. One day I was just like, okay, I need to fix this, so I'm trying to fix it as much as I can. I don't know, I'm still going to sleep maybe a little later than I should, but eventually something will happen and I'll get myself fixed up right quick, hopefully. The rubber banding on it, though, yeah. Scaling is... it's pretty wild right now. Although, again, I might have a lot of Curse on at the moment. Or it might be like these secret areas, too, that are doing it. Okay, we can at least get one... evolution going on here. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I do 60 hours a week, so no super late nights for me. Yeah. Yeah, if you're working that much. Best to try to get the sleep you can. Totally get that. Can be a bit of a bummer, because it's like, oh man, remember when I used to have free time, but it's like, well, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay. So I gotta trek on all the way back, and then we can finally enter the city. I did actually complete Need for Speed Most Wanted recently. Very fun game, although the last race with Razor made me a tiny bit angry. Congratulations for finishing Need for Speed Most Wanted. And yeah, the game is great, although definitely does not pull any punches. I do remember the late game pursuits do demand a lot out of you. It's like, gotta do like the super high level heat if you want to make any meaningful progress. It all makes up for it with the final event, though. Like, holy crap. Boy, howdy, does that one deliver. Especially when you get the message over the radio. It's like, oh man, you got yourself a way out. You gotta go over there to that bridge that has been suspiciously broken down, but it's now repaired. And you get to do, like, the final jump that wins you the game. Trying to balance that with a boyfriend who's 8 hours behind me, it can be super rough. Ooh, yeah. A lot to juggle. And again, 60-hour work week on top of all that. You're an absolute champ. You're an absolute champ for managing all that, to be honest. To be honest, I almost feel like the rubber banding helped the experience at points, made it feel faster and higher stakes. Yeah. I can certainly get that, right? It would be boring if you could stay in first place all the time, but sometimes it gets to be a bit much, right? Like a catch-up rubber banding is fine, but when it kind of like goes in the opposite direction and you see like the opponents just completely outpace you and keeps gaining distance even though you're driving flawlessly, it gets a little bit frustrating. Ad break time, so I will just sit around and slay for a bit. Wait for a bit until ads end, and then I will start responding to everyone again. Okay, where is this? Oh, I can enter the building. All right. Like there's a thing here. Sea of Thieves ad. Alright. I know that game entered Season 12 recently. So, I guess that makes sense. Let's get Empty Tome. The ever-useful Empty Tome. Just having reduced cooldown on your weapons. Ups your DPS and okay. Some of these are starting to hit pretty hard. Yeah, I'm starting to think I might have Curse turned on. Get the feeling this is not going to end well. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my Tier Geese before I can upgrade my guns. Is that what's gonna happen? Furiosa Mad Max Saga ad for me. Oh my god. I forgot that game, that movie was coming out. Because Fury Road was like super well received, so I guess they want to continue that. Any opportunity to make money, am I right? Alright, back to chat. How goes the slaughter? Slaughter's going alright so far. I think I'm starting to get a bit overwhelmed here. I think I forgot to turn off Curse. Unfortunately, my crew chief here maybe isn't quite built to take on really large crowds. Although the emergency button might help even the odds a bit, since they do wipe out a whole category of enemies every few seconds. I just need to be a bit more deliberate with where I go. Also, it'd be nice if the button picked those yellow robots. There's a lot of those around. It's been too long since I revisited Underground and Underground 2. Oh man. I think I remember reading, or someone said that there might be an Underground 2 remaster in the works. I hope that does bear fruit, because that game was fun. I didn't play it myself, but I remember my brother picked it up like a long time ago, and I had fun watching it. So I wouldn't mind going through it myself, seeing how like peak tuner series Need for Speed was like. Really, money good, money always good. Underground 2 was fun. I'm glad to hear it. To be honest, I absolutely cannot wait to get up to Need for Speed Carbon. Noticing how the good Need for Speed games get more story-oriented with time, and Carbon looks like it's got Underground's aesthetic 1 year after Most Wanted. Yeah, I suppose for those who might be into the nighttime races, Carbon has that spades. It's like that in their whole, sidekick racer mechanic. And then they have like their sort of 2G race style events too. Does manage to give it a different feel. I did hear that like pursuits do take a bit of a backseat to the new stuff, but I don't think people have too many bad things to say about it. Carbon was good, I liked it. Carbon was fun too. Maybe one of these days I'll seek down Need for Speed Carbon and give it a whirl. A lot of Need for Speed games I could probably give a whirl, to be honest. Like Carbon, oh jeez, I'm getting overwhelmed again. Gotta run. It's always these flying robots. Come on, button, do me a solid here. Oh my god, no, gotta select the other enemy. The giant Gundam likes our sus, not the little robots. Yeah, Gundam's down. Time to move. Move every crewmate. You know what you're doing. The later ones were just too arcadey for my taste. Ah, yeah, I get it. There's a particular feel you like, and sometimes it doesn't quite do it for you. Personally, I was fine with the more arcadey ones, but I certainly understand if that's not like people's tastes. Okay, I guess there's like a specific spot I need to go to advance to the next zone. I like the customization in them. Oh yeah. I think it was like the Underground series that specifically made it like a core mechanic. Right, you needed like a certain amount of style on your car to be able to enter later events. And then 2 just like amped it up even further. I don't know, but I always remember the time my brother bought like a trunk sound system. Right? It's like something you normally wouldn't see in gameplay, but it's like the kind of thing that you definitely see in real life cars, and something you would need to like, raise your car's style to continue along with the events and stuff. Alright, if I can at least evolve my dual guns, I can get rid of I can lose the tier geese with no regrets. Nearing 20 minutes, I haven't evolved a single... Oh, I've evolved just one weapon. Ah, jeez. The way everyone's just getting pushed into me. It's like, come on, y'all get your turn to finish me off. Oh boy. Run into a barrier. Yeah, my actual first Need for Speed experience was Heat, though through my 1 month of origin, mostly just felt like GTA Online where you grind for stuff. Yeah, I did hear Heat was alright, but it's definitely like one of those things where they expect you to play the older events a lot to get enough resources to buy into the later ones. At least it was the same. It was how it worked with Unbound. I remember playing Unbound because they had a trial for it with EA, and yeah, definitely hit a point where I had to keep replaying certain races to get money to buy into the plot relevant races, and I was like, okay. Alright, at the very least I should try to make it over to the coffin so I can unlock the character, and then we can start ravaging this place with the Contra characters, right? If only they had an importer for PC version so you can really customize your liveries and stuff. Ah! If only. But we all know that's going to be abused to heck and back. You need a pretty good online moderation team to keep everything squeaky clean, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we did it! Contra character get. Thank you, crewmate Dino, but the vampire's in another coffin. Okay. Hey, look, it's Bill Contra himself, Mr. Riser. Alright, at least we got that settled, so I can complete the stage with no regrets now. Well, I also want to evolve my guns, then I can complete the stage with no regrets. Or at least finish it. I won't necessarily say complete. Say, when the stage finishes, win or lose. My favorite moment in Vampire Survivors, just the absolute glory of level ups as the game just gives you all the experience that's really far away. Carbon also changing the garage music depending on whether you're driving. Oh. I did not see I was running into a cloaked figure. I should pay paying my attention to that stuff. Carbon also changing the garage music depending on whether you're driving exotics, tuners, or muscle cars. Ah, that's always a fun touch. Like a good variable soundtrack. Heat was okay. That's what I've heard, right? It's not the best, but it's certainly a decent enough game. Probably worth getting if you can get it for cheap, right? Played like 10 minutes and was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. And I get that feel. Alright. Can I get from the remaining here? I should probably get armor, actually. Considering well, yeah, let's get armor. Do a little damage reduction. Survive a few more hits. I can walk through crowds if I absolutely need to. Yeah, I've heard a combination of good and meh about Unbound. Yeah. They certainly put out a good first impression with their art style. I like the cell shading they got going. But then the gameplay was like pretty much just Heat, right? It was essentially more Need for Speed Heat. Also, I heard like that people weren't like too keen on the smoke effects either. To the point where they eventually added an option to let you just turn them off if you wanted. Man, this map is confusing. Run around and grab some chests. The art style was a real sticking point for me. Oh yeah? I guess it did clash a little bit when the city just looks a lot more realistic, but everyone looks like a stylized cartoon. Can be a little off-putting. To be honest, I think if I were to buy a modern AAA racing game, I might just want to go for Forza 5. Might be a decent first entry. There's also Forza Horizon 4. It's got like the changing of seasons and everything. Guess it just depends on where you want to go, right? You want to go to UK, then maybe check out 4, but you want to go to Mexico, and 5 is fine too. Also, do you like Lego or do you like Hot Wheels? That might be another way to kind of gauge your decisions, right? Because Forza Horizon 4 has the Lego expansion, Horizon 5 has the Hot Wheels expansion. Guess I'll get the critical. Clash of Art. Oh yeah. I figured as much. I personally liked it, but I guess I can see why it might not be other people's cup of tea. Oh, we got it again. A flurry of level ups. Oh, what the heck? Hey there. Blue Death. Okay, I guess I gotta kick your butt now. Oh my god. I've got time for this. Okay, maybe we park here for a bit. We can DPS this fella. Oh wait, we can't do that. Other people will take me out. Oh my god. Oh, hey, I did it. Cool. Alright. Can I check a map? Yeah, okay. If I go down and to the left, I'll be able to reach the chest at least. Oh my god! The giant turtleoid. Oh yeah! This is a 5-item chest. Boom! It like just blindsides you out of nowhere, right? You think you're just getting 3, but suddenly it's like 5! Apparently, the person who created this game also worked on like the on like video those like video casino games. Explains a lot when you think about it. Yeah, I don't know which game started it, but the heatification of racing games, it seems like a plague. The Crew 2 has it really bad, also controls like total balls. Oh, man. Personally, I enjoyed the Crew 2, but that's just me. I've been playing Forza since the very first Motorsport. Oh, man. So you're an early adopter. Yeah, I remember seeing Forza Motorsport when it first came out on Xbox. Of course, I had like a friend who was a bit more of a Gran Turismo enthusiast, so I didn't really pay it much mind. Also, back then, I really wasn't into like the more simulation side of racing games, so that was another reason why I didn't pay much attention to it. Kind of funny how things worked out. Considering I do like the driving thing every Wednesday. Yeah, a grizzled Luffy veteran. See, that's actually funny you mentioned the Crew 2, because I do plan on playing Motorfest later this stream. It's gonna do a bunch of Vampire Survivors, Operation Guns, and then we'll switch over to Balatro for a bit. And I was gonna close things out with the Crewmate Fest. It's just like a personal thing, though. It's like if someone were to ask, hey, what if I want to play an open world racing game, what should I get? I would still probably recommend Forza Horizon to them first. I mostly got into the Crew because I played the heck out of all the Forza Horizon games, and I just need to find elsewhere to get my open world driving fix, right? A chill open world driving fix, also. Oh, snap! A huge alien cyborg presence has been detected in the northeast of Dio City. Attack it aggressively. Oh, alright. Guess we're gonna go over there, huh? Oh, I want to get that claw thing at least. Maybe I should go grab that before I walk over, huh? I like the vibes of the Crew too. Nice views. You can drive across the entire US, all 130 miles of it. Yeah, very compressed version of the US, but hey, it's there nonetheless, right? Yeah, it's like part of the fun for me. Also, you know, driving physics definitely not as good as Forza, but they're serviceable enough. I was able to get accustomed to them, I should say. Oh, I keep on getting to pick up the claw weapon. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. I don't know if I'll be able to evolve it before time runs out. I do like that they included bikes and stuff. Yeah, and boats and planes too. It was like the natural step up from the Crew 1, which was like, you know, all about cars. Hopefully Motorfest has a bit more refined controls, Rallycross, and 2 drifts more than the drift discipline. I did feel like that was the case. Yeah. It was like trying to drive across ice, and even though it wasn't winter time, it was a little bit wild. That's for sure. Just curious, what prestige are you in Forza Horizon 5? I believe I'm like prestige 1 or 2, which I know doesn't seem very high. I know the prestige goes like I think 10, but you know, this was me like playing at a somewhat semi-steady rate over like 2 years, so I've been trying to get on at least every week to try to do the Forza-thon stuff, and get the free cars, because you know it's not too huge of an ask, right? Oh, I guess it's in here. Okay, we'll hang out here for a bit, and then we'll go take on the robot, I suppose. But yeah, like I said, Forza Horizon 5 has been, I've been playing that a lot, and it's like, yeah. I know that map like the back of my hand. So when I saw the Crew 2 was on sale for like $5, I jumped right on that. Just want to evolve the Metal Claw at least. Evolve, there we go. Alright, into the portal. Oh, and they just give us all the experience, even if it doesn't matter at this point. The whole FOMO thing with the seasonal cars, yeah, that's like part of it. I think I've maybe missed the number of cars I've missed from the playlist. I could probably count on like 2 hands and 2 feet. Yeah, I really didn't miss too much. Alright, before we fight this boss in the background, I should probably pick some stuff to level up here. I'm glad they didn't just collect it. Yeah, they had the cutscene play out, and then now you get to pick your stuff. Oh, okay. Now we go. I'm surprised they added in like a proper Contra-ass boss battle here. Tried to do the side-scroller thing as best they could. It's actually kind of funny, seeing your character just walk along the walls like they're Prince of Persia or something. And the fact that you can jump off of it and then they do flip. It's like, do a flip! And then they do a flip. Oh, jeez. I'm sure that attack would be a lot more fearsome. Oh, hey, we did it. We defeated not Terminator. Oh, and now I guess we get the usual ending. See, this is the bell that plays when the game says, no, really, it's over, you're done, we're cutting you off. Missed out on one, because I was sick that week, had to go to the auction house to get it, and spent 20 mil on it! Oh my god. Oof. Well, there it is, the White Hand, the auto game ender. You cannot stop it, it is inevitable. Also, I like how the head explodes. Alright, I'm gonna collect my revives. Ooh, right! They had another post-launch update too that added like a bonus stage and a weapon and a character, but I think for this, for today, I want to focus on Operation Guns. Oh, we got Bahamut and Hyper Neo Galuga. Oh, and the map. Okay, that's everything. Well, now we can do it. We can start off with the Contra characters. Alright. Thankfully, they're cheap. I'm also maxed out on money, so if, like, any new stuff comes out. Ooh, wait. Wait. I almost forgot. Where's the power-up? Curse. Oh, curse is turned off. Huh. So that was just me. That was just me sucking at the game. Alright, fine. What I tend to do is, if I know I can't do a playlist, I'll get my boyfriend to log in as me so he can do it for me. Ha! I think, my sister also does something similar, because her boyfriend is also, like, super into Forza Horizon 5, so they usually split duties on the playlist. Also, they don't try to go for, like, you know, the full 40 points needed to get all the rewards, because the exclusive car is usually the 20-point reward, so they'll usually just do enough to get 20 points and then call it good. And you know what? Good on them for that, right? They're doing what works for them. I guess we could just stick with Iron Blue Will. Ooh, just like that. We get a good ricochet weapon right out the gate. The completionist in me has to have it all complete. Oh yeah. I get that feel, right? It does not feel good to look at your car collection and just see, like, you know, a number below the maximum. I remember back before they started releasing, like, those individual car packs, I was really close to getting, like, the complete collection, but now they got a lot of those out. It's kind of taken the completionist desire out of me. I'm like fine with it now, right? Guess we can just work with oh, getting the phaser. Yeah, let's get that. Yeah, I can imagine why. That's why some people, you know, maybe not be like the biggest fans of DLC, right? Because of stuff like that. I can at least see where they're coming from there. Oh, get the bracer. I'll need that for the knife, should it ever turn up. Have you got the hidden ones that are in the car skill trees? Oh yeah, that's like one of the earliest things I did in Forza Horizon 5. Just found a guide that was like, all right, here are the cars that you need to get the cars that are hidden in the skill grids. I was like, yeah, definitely want to work on those, round out my collection that way, right? Oh, I should at least get one of the briefcases. Can the Labrador... Oh man, I forget what evolves the long gun. I think all the evolutions here require you to pick up a crate and have an associated passive item at max level. Oh my god, it reminds me of when I read about, guess we'll level Dax, yeah. I read about, Forza Horizon 4, right? They had, like, very special crossover cars that were in the game for briefly. Like, the one car from, Final Fantasy 15. They eventually, you know, took it out, right? At least they took out the ability to get it. And I also read that they went and updated, like, the associated skill trees so that you couldn't get, like, the cars from that either. So I was like, oh, wow. They really just made it unavailable. Oh, another ad break. Alright. Hang tight for a bit. Kill things. Kill them fast. Oh yeah, get that empty tome. Hopefully the long gun upgrades into something decent, because man. Certainly not putting in as much work as the phaser and the axe are. That's for sure. Or it doesn't help that I had to like manually aim this weapon, so it takes several shots to kill just one enemy. Sure, if I level it up, it'll probably work better. Why don't we do that? Get some more of that. Bat swarm! Oh man. Like the Quadra Turbo R and the Quartz Regalia and Type D, yeah, exactly. Once again, kind of like feeds into the whole FOMO thing. Although for me, I'm like, you know, just... I don't know. For some reason, I really didn't play all that much at 4. I think it was like mostly due to my life situation that prevented me from playing as much 4 as I wanted to. I feel like if things had been different, I probably would have played the heck out of it. I mean, I know I revisited it briefly a really long time ago to play LEGO Speed Champions. I still have Fortune Island I need to get to. Again, that's like a rainy day type of thing. If I need to spill space somewhere, I'll finally embark upon Fortune Island, but till then, it will hopefully still be there. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get around to it before they delist Forza Horizon 4, because Man, it does feel like delisting Forza game does funky things with just like being able to get DLC. Because I remember, just like one day I was like, oh man, I want to play Forza Horizon 3 and remember what that was like. So I went and like downloaded it from the Xbox app, but really unfortunately, I could not get the DLC to download on PC, like, no matter what. It would always bring up an error. And I feel like at this point, Microsoft might not have that much incentive to try to fix that issue, so... yeah, unfortunately, if I want to play 3 on PC, I can only play, like, the base game. I can't do Blizzard Mountain or their Hot Wheels expansion, which is a bummer, because, the Hot Wheels expansion there was, like, pretty cool. And Blizzard Mountain was, like, pretty decent as well, don't get me wrong. Yep, 2 and 3 are both gone now, yeah. And so is 1, for that matter. In fact, I know 1 and 2's, like, online features were just completely axed, right? They're just completely unfunctional now. So, you still get to play the single-player game, but... when it comes to the online features, well... it's not there. It's not there anymore. 4 still has a lot of players in free roam when you log in. Oh yeah. Imagine, 4 just is different enough from 5. It probably has a lot of stuff that, it does better than 5 that people still want to go back to it. Better Horizon Arcade, better Eliminator. Seasons does help mix things up, gotta admit. And again, just being in the UK just helps. For sure, my homeland and the map is just nicer to look at. You get that feel. Lots of countryside. I mean, how handy was it getting that pop-up every hour to say that Horizon Live is gonna start? It also felt more meaningful too, right? When it occurred like every 15 minutes in Horizon 5. And especially at the start when, those were like nigh impossible to complete unless you had like a group with you. Made it a lot more undesirable and just, annoying background noise. Thankfully, they at least changed the requirements issues so that now they just scale depending on how many people are in the event itself, so that's nice. Yeah, you never knew which events you were gonna get, yeah. And granted, the objectives were pretty mundane. It was like, hey, get a certain amount of miles per hour at the speed trap and a certain amount of score at the drift zone and things like that. It was a pretty good first attempt for what it was. Horizon Arcade in 5, just, it was like a step forward and 2 steps back in some ways, right? Just keep working on the knife here. Yeah, there was like another game I was almost tempted to play today, Hades 2, because that also came out, right, last Monday. somewhat unexpectedly, right? Like everyone was thinking, oh yeah, Hades 2 is eventually gonna come because they had that technical test not too long ago, but then they announced, yeah, now it's in early access on Steam. And I spent like the week playing a lot of that. It's actually pretty crazy because as it stands right now, you can actually do a complete run in Hades 2 if you wanted. Right, you can get all the way to the final boss, kick their butt. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, all the mechanical improvements and everything they've done to it is just, it's really good. I really dig it. Yeah, I was almost tempted to play that today as well, but actually just want to like devote maybe a whole stream to that, so I figured I'd just hold off on that. I'll probably play Hades 2 next Sunday. It'll be nice too, because then I can make a little progress and power myself up, get a bunch of upgrades and everything, and show off a lot of what the game has to offer. Right, you've probably seen a lot of people already start Hades 2, so you probably know how the game starts. Well, I'll start in the middle. You can see my progress from there. At least they kept the awesome voiceover guy that does the arcade and the eliminator. Love him. Oh yeah! That guy knows how to do announcements and everything. Does pretty well. Oh, there we go. This is the item I need to vault that. And now I have 6 passives, so I can start collecting everything else. Alright, so the wings are on the map, so I don't need to worry about picking that up, but pick up some other stuff here, like oh! Did you change the spelling of this? I guess just to clarify how you're supposed to pronounce it, so it's always Tirajisu. Huh, okay. I was not aware of that. Alright. Let's get a duplicator. Just increase the projectiles. Alright, now we can finally make our way across again. 10 minutes in. As much as I want to spend on DLCs and games, I have to resist and save. Oh yeah! Yeah, because you're going to a con, right? So definitely want to save up for that. Wow, another $5. Guess I can thank the Clover for that. Yeah. When I told everyone, it's like, oh yeah, Hades 2 is out in early access, and my brother was pretty much the exact same way. You know what? Yeah, I'll just hold off on buying it. I certainly get that. I certainly get that. Because, hey, you can enjoy the finished product too. That's another way you can enjoy it. Me personally, I couldn't wait, so I just picked it up right away. But you know, if you're the type of person who wants to hold off, that's totally cool. 2 weeks away! Oh man, so soon. Yeah, I remember back when I was still going to cons, right? The days leading up to the con was always a nervous time for me because it was like, oh man, do I have everything I need? Have I got everything prepped? Do I have all the food I want? Is my itinerary planned out? Is everyone who said was going still able to go? So much to worry about. Ooh. 24th to the 28th. Oh my god. Wait, it's a 4-day con? Whoa. Gonna be an absolutely fun time, though, I bet. You know what? I might actually just get... Wait. Get some more revivals. Considering how much I almost got my butt kicked last time, I should probably get some extra revives, just in case. Not to mention, each death will make me stronger, so in the off chance that I do die, I can come back and be a little hardier and be a bit more powerful against the Horde, right? Yep, lots of drunkenness and debauchery and fun. Well, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. There was a friend I traveled to cons with. He was pretty much all about getting drunk at cons as well. His favorite con drink, weirdly enough, was always Everclear and Sunny Delight. Not even orange juice, right? It's like that super duper ultra processed orange juice, and I remember telling other people that, and they just looked at me with absolute horror in their eyes. It was like, oh my god. Sunny D is just diabetes in a bottle. Yes, it was. I much prefer regular orange juice these days. As for like with pulp or without pulp, I don't mind. Either way, right? If you give me like pulpless orange juice, I'll drink it. If you give me orange juice with pulp, I'll also drink it. They're both fine. Although personally, if I were to pick like a morning drink, I would almost always go for milk. Which is funny, because I'm like one of the few people I know who would actually drink milk unprompted, right? Everyone else, it's like either get me coffee or get me orange juice, or get me apple juice. I'm like, no, get me a glass of milk. I should know, I used to drink like 3 liters a day for a bit. Oh my god. To be honest, I would probably do that too, but, back when I was a kid, my parents probably would have. My parents probably absolutely did put the kibosh on that. It's like, no. For good reasons. Coffee here and apple juice, the clear kind. I do like apple juice, though. Honestly, if I had to drink orange juice or apple juice, I wouldn't say no to it. It's all good, right? And in the end, it's just about getting hydrated, getting refreshed, ready for the rest of the day. I really passed over that briefcase. It's down here? Oh, wow, really down there. Alright. My fave is pear juice. Huh. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I'm sure it tastes pretty good. I don't know. I enjoy pears. Alright, someone offered me, like, pear slices. I would gobble them up. They're fine for what they are. I think they go pretty well in mixed fruit, too. If you want like a mixed fruit salad, you could probably do with pears. Like maybe pears, apples, grapes, bananas, peaches. If you want something like a sweet mix, that'll do. Maybe something a little bit more tart. And maybe you could throw in some strawberries as well. Maybe tangerines or oranges. Pomegranate is nice too. Ooh. Personally, I've only had like pomegranate juice. I've never eaten like a pomegranate on its own. Or if I did, I don't remember it. I'm sure that's pretty decent as well. I need to... actually swing over on the top, because there's like a hidden path up there I can use to get that weapons crate. I should probably try to make a beeline for the metal claw. Try to evolve that. Yeah, unlike the bottom path, this one has no indication that there's a whole extra area in here. Also, after playing a lot as like the faster characters, the fact that Bill moves that, he moves like a tank. It's definitely takes a little getting used to. That much is certain. For something refreshing, strawberry and lime. Oh man, I love that combination of fruits right there. It's a good, refreshing combo of fruits. Reason why strawberry lime drinks tend to be pretty popular. Whenever my supermarket does like a sale on juice and strawberry lime is an option, I'll try to pick it up. Or it could be like any strawberry combo, really, right? Strawberry banana, strawberry peach, strawberry lemonade, I will take them all. What I'm saying is I just really like strawberries. Strawberries are good. Tasty. Okay, over here. This up. Go up, get the chest. I like how homing missile is abbreviated as homing miss. Which is like something a homing missile should not do, considering that, you know, it homes. Like, if a homing missile somehow misses, either an enemy is really, really agile, has a really high dodge stat, or you just kind of suck at shooting. Alright, another passive. Guess we can get the attract orb. Get that. Or you could get black currant cordial and mix that with lemonade. It's super yummy on a hot day. I'll have to keep that in mind. It does sound tasty though. Honestly, when it comes to like fruits, as long as you remember to like keep sweet with sweet and tart with tart, you're usually bound to get something decent tasting, right? My mom, right, when we drink a lot of juice, and so my mom, when certain juice bottles would like run low on juice, she would just like pour them into other juice containers and just combine all the juices together without much of a concern of like what flavors were like, which was perhaps the most irritating part. It's like, no, just because it's all juice doesn't mean you can just combine them together willy-nilly, you know? Gotta make sure they work well together. Otherwise you may get something a bit less appetizing. Okay, now we're getting a flurry of level-ups. That means we should be pretty good on getting evolutions too, right? Oh, the Prism Lass! I just saw that, it's L-A-S-S. It's not Prism Laser, it's a Lass. There we go. Back out on the field. The classic one is orange and pineapple. Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good combo right there. I can imagine sometimes you get a big surprise. Oh yeah, you just drink it and suddenly you realize, oh wow, this like tastes super different. Alright, I should probably just, like, walk over and get the claw now, because all that's really left is the one armoire and the rings and the red items, which I know how those work. Yeah, I don't know why I was having, like, so much trouble with Crewmate, considering, like, Curse was off and everything. The fact that I was getting my butt kicked as badly as I did was weird. Looking at it now. Sheesh. Ah, well, it's fine. I got through that stage. I got Bill Riser. We can start the chain of getting, like, you know, the more Contra characters this afternoon. There we go. Got the claw. Alright. Still got 10 minutes, so we're running a pretty good time here, to be honest. Now I'm just like picking things up to pare down the selection pool, as it were. I used to be a snob with drinks. Can you stop buying this cheap store brand pop? It's awful. Yeah, I get that. When you're used to a certain drink, you're able to kind of taste the difference between it and drinks that are purported to be similar to it. I guess the difference is if someone says, you know, for example, if I were to ask for Sprite and someone says, "Oh, we got a Sierra Mist, is that okay?" I'd be like, you know what, sure, I'll take Sierra Mist. And yeah, when it comes to like sodas, I do prefer getting like Coke brand if I can, but you know, if there are other sodas that are cheaper, then I won't mind getting it. That's fine with me. I guess that's kind of like the difference. The chest sliding into a walkable spot. I always appreciate that. Alright. What can we get for the last one here? Ooh, I wonder if I can get like the critical. Or maybe I could get a chance to freeze enemies. Apparently the laser blast can do that. Alright, doesn't really matter what I get anyway, because I'm handily kicking these enemies' butts. Should probably run over and grab the chests. It's a thing I didn't realize until later, that's like chests, only chests that are dropped 10 minutes after the 10-minute mark are the ones that you can evolve your weapons with. So before that, you can just, you know, go collect chests whenever you want, try to hope that it drops whatever you need to complete your build. There we go, this is the evolved phaser. Look at that, the sound evolves now, right? It sounded like a xylophone before, and now it sounds more like a synth piano. That's like pretty rad. Apparently there's another chest up here. Okay. This is also the fun part about Vampire Survivors. You got so many sounds going on, you can like barely hear the music anymore. Just the satisfying sounds of chaos. Probably all for the better that I hold off, or that I hold off getting the other chest anyway, because I need to level up this metal claw to the max. There it is. Alright, which one of these final passives should I get? Let's get the Spellbinder. See if that interacts with anything. Yeah, that's right. We're trial and erroring this. Although, like, right after I finish my session here, I'm gonna look up a wiki and see specifically what passives evolve which weapons. Sounds like the intro to I Feel Love by Donna Summer. Oh, does it? It's funny how that works. Alright, just 23 minutes in. Still got 7 minutes to try to level everything up here. It almost sounds like the guns are firing in time with the phaser as well. It's kind of funny. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought that was going to be a level up blitz, but nah, it wasn't. Ooh. Mazu Familiar. Evolved Paco Batiliar. Damage and amount affected by max health. Huh. Interesting. Got a disco light show here, yeah! Staying alive, staying alive. They can't even get close to me anymore. That's how absolutely nuts I am. And this was always a satisfying part about Vampire Survivors. When you get the right build going and all you have to do is just walk around and just watch them all go down. It's like Dynasty Warriors on a much more absurd scale. Oh, and I just realized I never took the wing off the seal. Okay, I should probably do that. I'll do that next run. The right way for the chest? No, I'm not. Gotta swing back around. Happy stream day! Yes. Oh. I forgot, still in ad break mode. I'll say it again once we get out of ad break mode. Go. Oh, another evolve. Oh, right. The evolved prison lass. Ads, what are those? Oh, I forgot you're subscribed. Right. Yeah, happy... Thanks for the happy stream day, Godfather. Also, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, Twitch has a thing on the interface now that lets you know when you're in, like, ad break mode. It's pretty convenient, to be honest. That way, at the very least, if you're, like, you're streaming, you can know when to maybe wait a bit for your community to kind of come back out of it. Is there another chest that dropped up in there now? Oh, maybe I never picked up that previous chest or something. Anyways, how are you doing, Godfather? How has your weekend been so far? Dash for that water break while the adverts are on, right? Back to the good old days of TV commercials. When that commercial was on, that was like your time to get up, grab a snack, go have some fun. Although, my dad, rather annoyingly, he would switch channels right? We would switch channels until that show like went on to a commercial break, and then would switch back. That was like super annoying because, you know, you'd switch back and you realize the other show came back, you'd already missed like several minutes of what was happening there, and God! I don't watch TV anymore, so that's like not much of an issue, although with ads coming on to online shows. Anyways. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing pretty well. Weekend has been pretty chill. I did run a few errands yesterday, but I was able to complete that in a timely manner, relax the rest of the day. And now I am here today, gonna be playing a medley of games. Starting off with Vampire Survivors Operation Guns. So what better way to celebrate an anniversary than with a lot of booms, right? Start off with a bang, as they say. In our case, it was brew up time and put the kettle on, yeah. For me, it would have been like, hit the cabinet, hit up the fridge, and see what they got there. You know, despite me beelining for the claw, I don't think I was able to evolve the claw. I wonder if I need to like max out the wing level as well. So yeah, I'll have to take that off the seal. Also, I wonder if I want to fight the Contra reference boss again. I could just let this level end naturally. I already kind of did the secret there. It's a fun time, no doubt, but it does add a little extra time to the run. Yeah, we can just leave it. We'll just kill everything out here. I wonder if this map has like some sort of mechanic that no more bosses appear after 27 minutes, so that you don't have to feel like you're missing out, or you can just like go there right away without feeling like you're maximally powered as you can be. You hear that metal clanging? It's kind of a nice touch. I also like how the objective marker seems to be taken from emergency meeting, because that had like a similar one too. It was like it would point you in the direction of where you needed to go, and then you had to walk over the portal to complete it. Although this one just lets you fight a super boss. The other one was like, yeah, you'll get yourself a chest. Oh. There you are. Red Death. Alright, I'm gonna go cash out. There we go. Survive 15 minutes, got the long gun. Evolve the long gun, lets me use Lance. 14 barriers, lets me play as Probo Protector. 21 rapid fires, lets me play as Stanley. Evolve homing missile just gets me gold coins, like I need those anymore. Just thinking, if your OC was in this game, one of the moves could be Gale Force. Yeah, that would be like my signature weapon. That's what you would get for, leveling, for unlocking me. And then you level that up to the max and evolve it, and then you get yourself that in regular play, right? Okay, let's do another run here. Let's keep going down the line. Receives a bonus to projectile speed and a cooldown when defeating many enemies. Can find special pickups. Yeah, I like how they all can find special pickups, which is just like, yeah, you can get the stuff from Contra. You can get the powers from Contra. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to go here because I want to unseal the wings. Yeah, there we go. All right, so anything here I wanted to seal? Maybe the wands, actually. We'll seal those for now. Just to pare down the pool, you know? Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna play as... you know what? This unlocks a new weapon for me, so maybe we'll just play as Lance Bean. But then player 2, he's got the red pants and no shirt. Guy's basically future Rambo. Back in here. And yeah, 3 bounces as usual. Okay, this weapon's interesting. Very short-ranged. It's like a burst of air, almost. Also, only fires from side to side, apparently. Well, let's get spinach. A little extra DPS can't hurt. No shirt here. No shirt is a must here today. Super humid, hot, and 35 degrees Celsius. Oh man, this music is such a bop. I know, right? It's one of the things I like about Vampire Survivors. They managed to have some really, really good music. Like, Emergency Meeting especially had the eponymous theme, right? They took the ambient Among Us theme and just made an absolute banger of a song out of it. And that was, like, pretty cool. This is great, because you could, like, hear, like, you know, faint elements of the original Among Us theme in there, but all the other stuff they put in just, man, made it so much more catchy. Also, I wonder if I'm debating the usefulness of picking up a Laurel as my first new weapon now. Especially since this pod is annoyingly out of reach. Okay, fine. Stop trying to get it. Keeps on flying across the screens like, why have you not collected me yet? I will try. Alright, gonna get the long gun. There we go. Oh yeah, more guns. Again, Operation Guns, it only makes sense. It's actually pretty funny. Like Emergency Meeting, Ponko put out a FAQ for this game. And much like Emergency Meeting, this DLC does not have achievements. Or at least it doesn't have, like, external achievements attached to it. But they also mentioned that, like, the remixed Castlevania tracks would not appear on their YouTube channel like the other tracks did. Which I guess is probably, like, part of their licensing agreement with Konami. Bit of a bummer, but that's how things go, right? Oh no, jelly wall. Wait, where? I mean, so I can take it out, of course. Oh, jellyfish wall, okay. I was expecting like slimes or something. I don't think this game has slime enemies actually. Or if they did, it's like in so few areas that I've forgotten that they exist. This does make me wonder though, like what other DLC could they possibly have in store? Because they've done like two, you know, just like general DLC with Moonspell and Foscari. They have 2 crossover DLC with Emergency Meeting and Operation Guns. Like, what other genres could they visit? And what other franchises could they cross over with? That would be like totally awesome. In the same way Contra and Among Us were. Man. Guess I could get the wings. Get that now. Oh, wait, no. Wait till I'm maxed out my passive slots and then get the wings. First, that's gotta wait until I get the stuff I need. Yeah, this is what I always do at the start of the map. Just try to fill out my 6 weapon and 6 passive slots. That way I can maximize my power when I go pick up all the field items. I used to also wait till I like combined everything too, but now I just go once I get 6, because it's like, well, you know, that 1 extra weapon isn't going to, you know, push the needle forward in any meaningful way. Especially at this point when the goal ought to be just like trying to grab everything you can to unlock all the stuff, but still that nagging feeling at the back of my head. Oh man, I should try to perhaps, you know, get as much power as I can. Yeah, getting things ready for when you can unleash hell, right? Gotta set everything up so that the pieces can all fall into place. Ah, man. I know I've said it like many times before, but boy, howdy. Can't wait for everything to fall into place with regards to, you know, where I want to go with vtubing. Right now, I'm just kind of biding my time, just waiting until I get everything I need. And I can finally make my splash. You know, I kind of sort of planned on, like, doing a debut, right? I thought maybe I would, like, you know, maybe go to the people who was working on my model and just ask how things were going. And then see if we can try to work out something, but then I realized, wait, no, I probably shouldn't do that. Because it would be, like, too soon for me, and also I'm going to be super busy during summer, too, so it would be weird if I were to, like, do a debut and then just disappear for long periods of time. I don't think that would be the best thing to do, so I might wait a little longer for that. It's like, yeah, you wanna get things into place, but you know, just don't rush things, because as the old saying goes, haste makes waste, right? You can wait until you get like a better situation, and yeah, totally go for it. You away on holiday in summer? Yeah, I've actually got like several vacations lined up. I think I got at least. Yeah, I got quite a few, so it'll be fairly long ones too. I think one of them's gonna be at least a week long, and then some others are gonna be a little shorter. But you know, I'm gonna be away in a secluded enough place that, well, okay. When are the blue guns going to appear? 7 minutes. Haven't seen them yet. But yeah, should be a fun time. It'll be nice to kick back and relax, right? Just get settled in and just chill out. Yeah, come back to Twitch all bronzed up like all browed up like a bronze god from the sunbathing and all that. I don't know if I would do that intentionally. Not to mention, even with sunscreen, I feel like the risk of sunburns for me would be enough such that I wouldn't stay out too long. Also, I'd probably try to stay under shade as much as I could. But that's just me. I know some other people are different. Some people want to play in the water, some people want to take walks on the beach, some people just want to do other things. Whether it be like play volleyball, or build sandcastles, or jump waves, whatever you want to do. It's all good. Oh wow. Chest just came out of nowhere. But yeah, once I think fall rolls around, hopefully I'll have all the pieces I need to kind of start putting my plans into motion. That's like 3 months, so it should be enough time for everything to fall into place, right? Well, we can always hope. We can always hope. Swear to God, I only have like 1 passive so far, and it's not anything that helps me evolve my items, or my weapons here. Granted, I haven't been paying too much attention, so it could very well be the case that something did pop up and I just missed it. Parasailing! Ha! I might have fun with that. Although I have to admit, I'd probably be like scared out of my mind. Because I'm just gonna be in the air a lot. Also gotta hang on to a thing. Because, you know, if I drop into the water, it's probably not gonna feel great. Especially if I'm going at like higher speeds. I'm sure they'll try to keep it safe enough that such that if one does fall, it won't be too bad, but probably something you don't want to get into if you can avoid it, right? Got a month for me starting the 23rd. Just relax and de-stressify from the burnout after the con. Oh yeah. I think we talked about it before, but it's nice to have a cooldown period between your big events. It's like, man, anyone who can just like go from event to event like it was nothing, I salute them. They got way more energy than I do. I always need like a period of time to kind of just collect myself afterwards, because it's like, man, just recharge for the next big thing. Yeah, just lobbing at home is good, yeah. Just rest and relax and collect your thoughts and everything. Okay, this is going on long enough. I'm just picking the knife, screw it. Again, I don't need to be hyper optimized, I just need to fill out my arsenal, to be honest. I think the longest I've gone before I could fill out my my slots satisfactory was like 17 minutes. Of course, that left me with like almost no time to do anything else, but it was the choice I made, so it was like the decision I had to live with. And you know, the thing about this game is that you can always go on another run. If your current run maybe doesn't quite get you where you need to be, well, you know, there's always future runs. That's a nice thing about these games. Very rarely do you have anything that's like permanently missable. Guess we'll just get the crown. Oh, there's our Candle Labrador. And just level up Spinach. Get the Prism Lass. Should probably save any chests I pick up from here on out. Or that drop from here on out, because they're the ones that'll evolve my weapons. Feet up on the sofa. Oh yeah. For me, I would just like lean all the way back on my chair. Maybe close my eyes for a bit, and then open my eyes and realize that about 15-30 minutes have passed by. Oh, and a purple chest dropped it there, so I gotta walk back. I'm half tempted to just get Mad Groove. I just want to get Mad Groove so I can just like pick everything up right out the gate. Or at least have like easier access to it so I don't have to like walk all the way there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do that. Where is it? Alt, Game Killer, Boogaloo, no. I can start leveling up the... There we go. Start leveling up the Claw right out the gate too, so let's do that. Oh, we can get the wings too once I get the rest of the passives. Yeah, let's get the breezy one. Oh, yeah, pick up the upgrade cases. Oh, might as well get these as well. Oh yeah. We got all the cloaked figures after us. Alright, now to get to a big open field and just kind of chill out there until the 27-minute mark, maybe. Do I have a weapon that can evolve yet? I don't think so. I should probably just like pick passive items that are close to, since I have like 3 of those selectors. Sadly, I have to head off now. Good luck battling the hordes. Alright, see ya, Molecular Shadow Fox. Thanks for stopping by. Have yourself a good rest and a good start to your week. See, that's the being responsible part. Okay, I think I might have boned myself by getting all those passes before I got the slots. Okay, well that's fine. This is what the chests are here for, right? Okay, duplicator for that. So we got empty tome. Leveling that up. Get the chest. Yeah, think I'm more than capable of taking them on, even with a less than optimal arsenal, so this should all be fine, right? I guess I'll just grab a bracer. Now to level everything the heck up. In these next 15 minutes. Can you feel the anticipation? You know, I gotta admit, I've never regularly watched How I Met Your Mother. I might have caught like an episode here or there, but it was like not one of those sitcoms that really caught on with me. I knew some people who were like really into it though. Funny to think about. I don't think I see anyone talking much about it anymore. Ooh, Prototype B. Ah, this is the evolved short gun. Ah, evolved from armor. I wonder if there's like some sort of guide you can see in-game that lets you know how weapons evolve. I know it keeps track of what does evolve, but usually you have to evolve it first before it keeps track of it for you. Having those bouncy bullets is nice. Oh. They backed off. See you, thieves. It's another game I want to go revisit at some point. I think the last time I played it was with friends, and we were doing like the first Monkey Island quest, and we really didn't go back to do the further Monkey Island quest, but maybe I should go back and do that. So I can at least say I've done it. I had like a bunch of other Monkey Island cosmetics in there too. Tried to grab as much as I could, but you know, only get so much because it's all pricey, man. And it's like a little annoying with how much some games seem to want you to spend money with their stuff. It's like, yeah, it might be cosmetic, but it's like the best way to kind of differentiate yourself and look decent. It's a bit discouraging. Obviously, the answer would be to never engage with it, but yeah, probably just shouldn't. Certainly are games over time where I realized, just like not that much into this anymore, and then just drop it. Like there was a period of time where I was playing Grand Blue Fantasy like really regularly, and well, you know, that game demands a lot out of you, right? Because everything just requires so much to kind of get up to a workable state, right? You need weapon grids for 6 elements, you need yourself a decent mix of characters, and you gotta make sure to, you know, level up all the various systems too, so you can eke out even more damage, and eventually I kind of sort of hit the tippy top of endgame, and then just thought to myself, oh man, I really want to keep on grinding for like a 3% increase in power. And I just realized, nah. Even if the crossovers are pretty rad, it's just not worth my time anymore, so I just stopped playing. I briefly got back on when they reran the Card Captor Sakura and Persona 5 events, but then I dropped it like right after. As soon as I got those two characters, I couldn't even be bothered to max out the levels or anything. Maybe it's for the better. It was like the same way with Genshin. Yeah, I used to play that like super regularly, but then I reached a point where I was mostly just getting on to do the dailies, and that started feeling like a chore, so eventually I just like fell off of that as well. And the thing with Genshin is that, you know, they keep on putting out story content, and you know how story is, you gotta experience that at a linear pace. And at this point, I gotta go through like Sumeru and like, you know, half of Fontaine, or maybe it's like almost all of Fontaine now, but it was like 2 years worth of content, and those story quests can already be time consuming, even if you're like skipping your way through the dialogue, and I don't know. I can't be bothered to go back and like sit through that anymore. It's a bit of a shame because it drew me in with like the whole open world mechanics and having the elemental powers that you can play with and everything too, so. Yeah, I got it. It was like mostly Venti, right? Venti with his more androgynous style of dress. I remember telling someone, I was like, man, I wish they had Venti wear a skirt, because it would have been like prime candidate for that. And probably telling that you can find like Venti cosplays that replace the pantaloons with a skirt. I feel like if I ever... No, I forgot what I was going to say there, but yeah. And honestly, the fact that I kind of fell off of Genshin as hard as I did also made me like hesitant to start on Honkai Star Rail. It's fun, because I know people have been saying a lot more praises about that compared to Genshin Impact, but it's like, oh man, I don't know if I want to start another Hoyoverse game, especially one that has like a similar story release schedule to Genshin, where, you know, it kind of like comes out in like order, and you're gonna have yourself a backlog if you ever drop off at some point. I guess that's like the FOMO part, right? Gotta keep up the pace, because, you know, catching up is gonna be quite the chore, but I think my friend said something similar. It's like the point where you start like getting that backlog starts discouraging you from, you know, just keeping up with it. It can be both a blessing and a curse, right? So on one hand, it's like, you're free. On the other hand, there's always going to be that nagging feeling at the back of your head. It's like, oh man, it just keeps building up. Although eventually, you just kind of forget about it, right? Because there's always going to be a new thing to try out. It's like the thing, too, you realize, when you finally stop playing a game that you've been playing for a very long time. It's like, oh man, I got this extra time that I don't quite know what to do with. I can finally try some new things. It's wild. Kind of fun, too. Oh my god. Do I have the right things needed to evolve the Metal Claw? I just assumed it was like the wing that would evolve it, because it was also a dropped item on the map. Because normally the way these DLC maps work is that they will have the passive items that you will need to evolve the weapons they add with the game on the map. So it's like a little hint of what you can use to, you know, evolve them, so you don't have to trial and error as you might with the base game. No, even though I picked it up myself, this always catches me off guard, just like that. You get that musical cue and it's like, oh man, I get to pick up all the experience. It does make attract orbs a little redundant because, well, every 2 minutes you're gonna get all the experience drawn towards you anyway. And even then there's that hidden mechanic where eventually the game will just auto-collect all the experience that's like really far out and give it to you. Dang it. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I just do not have the right passive needed to evolve the claw. Could be another one that I've just like deliberately struck from appearing. The seal can be a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it does pare down the drop pool to something a bit more manageable. On the other hand, you might forget, right? And you're like in the middle of the run wondering why this thing hasn't dropped yet, and you realize, oh wait, I've sealed it. So then your options are to either just like quit the run there and then, or grin and bear it and just like wait till the end to start a new run with the proper settings, hopefully. We still have 7 minutes, so... I shouldn't fret over this too much. Another chest. Oh, it's just a level up. That means none of my remaining weapons can evolve, which means I still do not know what evolves a claw, if anything. Oh well, at least I evolved the short gun, so there's that. Actually pretty wild. This game adds 22 weapons to the game. I have to assume it's like 11 base weapons and then 11 evolved versions of those guns. They weren't kidding when they said this was Operation Guns. They added a lot of guns to the game. And sadly, we still do not have access to the fabled spread shot. Once we grab that, things are really gonna pop off. I wonder if this is why some people will just enable the speed option, because it'll get them to the 30-minute mark faster, as it were. Man, about to hit level 100. So close. Yeah, there's an old webcomic I read that was like very much a parody of those classic RPGs. And the way the numbering worked was that, you know, the numbers would rise normally, but once they got up to 999, that was like it. Every comic that came after that was like comic 999 because 999 tended to be like a max in some games, so that was like their little gag about that. That was pretty fun. Wow, I didn't realize this boss just explodes. Like in Contra. Vampires. And it's the one game that I still go back to every now and then. Kind of like the game that kind of kickstarted this whole Horde Survivor thing. It's pretty darn good at what it does. Also, very jam-packed with content. Even if you don't have the DLC, there's a lot to do and get in here, but the DLC just adds so much more. It's unreal. Although the one thing I have seen people start criticizing for it now is that maybe 30 minutes feels a bit long, especially when you take into account that there's going to be pauses and stuff for you to pick out other stuff as well. You'll actually be here for a lot longer. That's like part of the reason why I guess I see other Horde survival games tend to make the time limit 20 minutes. Definitely feels a lot shorter and a lot less of a time commitment than Vampire Survivors' 30-minute time limit. But on the other hand, you can choose to speed things up, so it's not like you're completely up the creek. We're in pretty good standing. Although I have things maxed out, might as well just go hit up the robots as fast as possible. I don't think anything... There's gonna be any... I don't think there's anything we can gain from just kind of hanging out and killing more enemies for more level ups. Just make my way there. They'll give us the alert soon enough. I guess I could wait till at least 28 minutes. We can get a final Mad Groove trigger. Collect the experience there, hopefully get ourselves a level up there. The rate at which I'm collecting experience is pretty slow now. And I have a crown too. Oh, guess I go this way. Hard to tell under all these bullets sometimes. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the room where I'm supposed to be, so I'll just wait here 8 seconds till Mad Groove triggers and then get the heck in there. There it is. All the stuff. Well, might as well pick up the attractor while I'm at it. If I can. Nope, don't think I'm close enough. Oh well. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I took off Limit Break, because I feel like most of the time I'm not in a position where I need more power to take on the Horde. Okay, I'm maxed out on money, so let's just get in here. We'll fight the boss. The Contra reference. Not Terminator. I wonder how much work they had to put in to kind of make this boss work. Right, they had to change up the controls and like the way the physics work and everything. But I'm glad they did, because this is pretty fun goof. Yeah, why not put in like your Contra-style boss fight in your Contra map? Anyways, we're just treating this like Sonic, just doing loops. So again, we find ourselves at the end. Oh, this is like, you know, a bit of an abbreviated end because we did go fight the boss. Oh, so we just go over here. Aha, try to get me through this fire. Oh no, the fire's gone. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. I like how the skull looks over too. Oh, I see. White Hand kills the boss, and then the explosion kills the people. That's funny. I like it. There we go. Shotgun unlocked. Ariana unlocked. Oh, I guess we got Newt as well, because we found 28 grenades. Alright. Let's just get in here. See what else we need. It involves Sonic Bloom, Firearm. Oh yeah, there is another stage here. Not quite sure how to get that. As we can unlock these characters. But yeah, I think that has been a pretty good look at Operation Guns. You know, it's more Vampire Survivors. It's a bit with a bit of Contra mixed in now. More characters, more weapons, more fun, more references. I hope they keep putting out stuff for this, but yeah, that'll do it for Vampire Survivors. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to our next game on the list. Is gonna be Balatro. After a bit of intense running and gunning, we're gonna settle down and play some not poker. So I'm gonna go switch over to that, and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I'll put up some music too, so you don't have to wait in silence.